Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, on my channel, I'm always telling you guys, live an active lifestyle. Make smart nutritional choices. And I've told you guys many times on this channel that you don't need a gym to stay fit, to get your exercises done. You don't need any fancy equipment for this stuff. And also, I've told you guys many times not to rely on your equipment, right? And what do I mean by that? Oftentimes, when I used to go to the gym a lot, guys, you would see people in the gym wearing gloves and knee wraps and belts and, all this equipment. I call it equipment, right? They're wearing all this equipment to help them, to assist them with their lifts, right? It's an accessory tool to help you with some of your lifts. You're squatting, maybe your deadlifts. You're using these straps to go around your hands and your wrists to help you. People using gloves, like I said, to help them. But I've told you guys on this channel, do not rely on these pieces of equipment, right? These are tools. These are supposed to help you every once in a while. But do not rely on these things, ladies and gentlemen. And why is that? Because in the real world, guys, in reality, out in the real world, when things are going on and you have to use your strength or you have to use your fitness level or do something, right? You're not going to be able to go get your fancy gloves. You're not going to be able to get your wrist straps. You're not going to be able to go get your fancy belt or wrap your knees up. You're not going to be able to get these things in an emergency situation or just in our everyday lives, right? Carrying things, lifting, picking things up, whatever the case may be, ladies and gentlemen. You're not always going to have this equipment to fall back on. So even though these things can help you, they can assist you in certain lifts in your gym, in your fitness journey. Do not rely on these pieces of equipment, ladies and gentlemen, right? I've told you guys many times, I don't use anything. I don't go to the gym. I don't wear gloves. If you notice in my videos, I don't wear gloves. The only thing that I've ever told people, or I've actually recommended people use if they wanted to use something as far as their grip goes, is chalk. I've told you guys many times. Chalk works wonders. You guys probably, know what chalk is. You put it on your hands like a powder, right? And it takes all the moisture out of your hands, right? And it helps you with your grip, right? But it's not really an accessory or a tool. It's literally just chalk, ladies and gentlemen, but it's still your hands touching the steel, right? When you have gloves on, it develops a barrier there. Your hands are not actually touching this stuff, right? So you don't develop that toughness with your hands. If you're always wearing a belt every time you lift things up, then you're really not developing that core strength, right? The strength in your lower back that you might need on a regular basis. Once again, if you have injuries and you need to wear certain piece of equipment because you have injuries, then that's great, ladies and gentlemen, by all means. But remember, there's no need for you to lift a certain amount of weight so crazily that you feel that you might be risking injury. Remember, right, guys? If we're focused on how much weight we're lifting, then we're going to injure ourselves. All right, so we must be smart about these things, but we also must let our body develop the strength. So we can't always wrap our knees up. We can't always have a belt on. We can't always use gloves, right? There's all these kinds of things, like I said, that we become relying on, and we don't want that, ladies and gentlemen. So remember that. Don't rely on these pieces of equipment. Use them as tools to help you in your fitness journey. Maybe if you want to try to do a personal best that day and you want a little bit of help, you want to put your belt on when you're deadlifting, or you want to put those gloves on when you're doing the pull-ups or things of that nature, that's fine, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, do not do this stuff with consistency, right? Don't use this stuff consistently. Let your body naturally develop the strength, all right, ladies and gentlemen? Remember that.